Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today I'm going to bring you the project reveal and also my thoughts on it, and also talk to you about Crochet Studio, an app that I had never heard of before, and it all comes from our Crochet Society subscription box number 46. Now this box came out early in the new year, I think about mid-January, and then you all had the opportunity to vote for the project I was going to make, and I'll be talking all about that very soon. But before we get started, I'll let you know what yarn was in there, just a little reminder of it, how much I used, the hook size, and then we'll continue to tally up the votes, see who the winner was, and then let you know how I went about my little experience with this project. So once again, a beautiful little box. Now this box was curated by Anita Gibney. Now at the time I didn't know that that was made by Anita, and she has a YouTube channel and also a blog, and she creates beautiful crochet pieces, and I'm sure that most of you know who she is. She's obviously, I'm pretty sure, also on Instagram. But I'm a huge fan, and I didn't even know that that was her, because I didn't know that was her surname. But after having the opportunity to read through the little booklet that comes with the box, I soon realized that that was her. So this was curated by her, the whole box, which means she put everything together. And she was asked in the very beginning, so in this little book that you get here, which is where you voted for the project, they do have a little interview with her at the very front here, and she talks about her inspiration for this box. And she did say that because it was for the new year, she said, and these are her words exactly, I'm quoting her, that it's designed to evoke the feeling of optimism that the new year brings. How wonderful is that? And this is why when you read through the pattern names, it starts to make sense. So for example, she only designed 2 of the patterns in here, and one of them is called the Restore handbag. So restore for the new year, I guess. And the other one is Reflect and Refresh. I like that one, and that's the scarf and the wrist warmers. Now the other 2 patterns she hasn't designed, but they're awesome as well, and I will show you those in just a moment, because those of you who voted know exactly what I'm talking about, but some of you may not have seen that video, didn't get the opportunity to vote. But don't worry, the next box, so box number 47, will be coming out at the end of this month, or so we're in February 2024, so by the end of the month it'll be posted out. So I'm guessing by March we can start all over again. But hey, let's not jump ahead, let's talk about this box now. So this box came with this gorgeous cotton yarn, and there were 9 balls of it. Absolutely love the packaging, and you'll see that the box and the packaging, they all marry up, and even the hook, because we got a 3mm hook in there. Absolutely gorgeous. And I tell you what, when I show you the amount of yarn that I've got left, I could probably make another project. So let me just show you. So let's start from the lightest to the darkest. So this one, and look how much I've got left, guys. Now these are 100% sport weight cotton, and they're 30-gram balls. So this is quite a bit of yarn left over. So this one is coconut, which is very much a white color when you look at it. And then this gorgeous pink is they named it lychee. And then look at this beautiful color here. Here it is here. This one is dragon fruit. I'll try to hold them all up together. This gorgeous orange is mango. And then you got 2 of this one here, this light blue color, and they actually call it elderberry or elderberry. And then this gorgeous color that I showed you earlier is passion fruit. So it's quite a deep, dark purple. And you did get 3 of these. As you can see, I've gone through 2 ball bands, and that's all that was left from that one. So there is quite a bit of yarn left here. Let me see if I can hold all the colors for you together. So these were the colors that we used to create the project. Now at first glance you might think, I wonder if those actually work together, and let me tell you they do, because I thought the same thing when I first opened the box. Although individually they're all beautiful colors, I thought, how are they going to all work together? Now out of this book, this little booklet, which has quite a bit of information in it, including conversions from UK to US terminology, you know, for the stitches and your hook size and that, because this is a UK product. So it makes it very clear both in the booklet and the video, because all the patterns are accompanied by a video. If you choose to watch them, it does remind you all the time that they are a UK product. So let's see what project number one was, guys. And it was this gorgeous, gorgeous Restore handbag. It's very pretty. Project number 2 was another beautiful, beautiful project, and it was the Reflect and Refresh scarf and the fingerless mitts, or wrist warmers as they're calling them. And then project number 3, and oh my goodness, so many people fell in love with Wilma. And there she is there. So Wilma the woolly elephant. Now, drum roll. I can't do a drum roll, but whoever can, please do it in the background, because I have got the results here for you, and then I will reveal the project. So those of you that were following the voting quite closely will know that it was pretty much a landslide. At one stage I thought that he might be getting close, but that was very, very early on in the piece. So firstly, thank you every single one of you that took the time to vote and leave your little comment as to the reason why you chose it. And let me tell you, there are quite a few people out there that find that the elephant is their spirit animal. So Wilma was getting a lot of love. I just thought I'd mention that. So here we go. In total, we had 50 votes. Now, 39 votes went to the handbag plus 1 second. So 39 people wanted to see it, and one person said, I like another project, but this one as well. So that was the handbag. The scarf got 3 votes as a second. It didn't get any for first place. And then Wilma the elephant got 11 votes to make her plus 7 coming in second. So a lot of people were a little bit conflicted as to which project they wanted, but the handbag was the overall winner. So those of you that voted, thank you. I must say that it is a project that I actually really did want to make, but Wilma was something else that I wanted to make as well. So our friend Julie at KS Mum Crochet actually did make Wilma after seeing that video. So if you want to go and see Wilma already made up, go and check out her video a couple of podcasts earlier. Now I have to answer a question here. Leiloni asked how many squares in the bag, and there are 32. So I just thought I'd let you know because you did ask. Now, also in the box, I forgot to mention that we got a complete handbag making kit, and I'll show you all the components now because here's my bag, guys. Look at that. So that's the front. I'll show you up nice and close. There's its straps. There are 2 straps. There's the back, the clasp, and we also had to make a little flap for it. Let me just show you how it opens. It's so cool, like that. Now inside I lined it, believe it or not, all hand sewn, and I followed the instructions, and there's the base. What a wonderful base. So this is actually a very nice size bag, guys. Here it is here. Now, there it is. That looks better, doesn't it? Let me just put the clasp back on so I can show you. What I loved about this project is that I got to use pieces of, is it like bag making? I guess that's what I'll call it, that I'd never ever used before and always wanted to. The closest thing I'd ever done was use a base, not with little feet to make a little basket, but nowhere this elaborate. Now the only thing that I did change up was I didn't put a pleat, because I actually wanted you to put a little pleat like that, which wouldn't have been horrible, but I quite like the bag, you know, to be able to use as much as I can inside. Now, I will talk to you about the pattern very, very quickly, but let me just show you the inside. This is actually, you can see where the studs are there. This is actually a tea towel that I had that I absolutely loved, and I didn't have an opportunity to get to the shops because I finished this off last night. So I thought, why not? It's a beautiful cotton tea towel. It's very nice and clean and new. Why not use it? So there's a little tip. If you're ever, you know, thinking, let me grab something very, very quickly, look at your tea towels if you want to line your bags. Now, the only thing that this box didn't come with was the tool that actually clamps these bits in very, very tightly. But as you can see, oh, maybe that one's black. You can't see that one. Look at that one there. and there's the front. There's two. It's actually not too bad for now. So until I find out where I can get that tool, I'm not going to really worry. So I'm just going to pop the bag down here just for a moment to talk to you about the project pattern. We had to use what's known as the Crochet Studio app, and I'll talk to you about that very quickly. But the best way to find out how to use it, if you choose to, if you go to Made by Anita, and that's her YouTube channel there, and if you click onto more about the channel, you'll see right there, it says Crochet Studio. And if you click on that link, it'll take you right to the Crochet Studio. I think it's like a description on her blog, and he talks all about it. Now, this is what it looks like, the little icon there. I don't know if you can see it there, right there. And if I click on it, look how that's what comes up. And then in here, it describes it in detail for you how to use it. But also, if you go into the little magnifying glass in YouTube, you can see a few other YouTube channels. They've actually put out some information on it. But I just had to show you this before I quickly talk about it because I've really jumped. If you go into palettes and you choose, like you can make up your own palettes, and you get to use yarns that are very well known. Red Heart, Skepsies, I can't say that, Line Brand, and a whole heap of yarns. If I get an opportunity, I'll show you. But look at this. When you create your palettes, and they're the ones that I created for the bag, for example. Look at this one, guys. You can get color palettes like that because you get to choose your own photo. And look at the one I chose, of course, our gorgeous Coco. And she was the inspiration for one of my color palettes for the future. So what does this app do for you? In essence, it is for people like us who love granny squares or granny stripes, or like to do your work in the stripes. You get the opportunity to choose. Let me get my glasses just so I can show you very quickly. If you go into, home, palettes, new palette. Now, if it'll show you all different colors, but if you go into filters, look at this, guys, and then you filter using go by brands. Can you see that? So I'll click on brands. Look at all the brands that it brings up. Isn't that amazing? And there's even more. Caron, Navita, DMC, Crochet Society, Emu, Yarnspirations, Yarnsmiths, Red Heart, Rowan, James C. Brett. It's got so many brands that you can choose from, which is pretty amazing, isn't it? So you're not limited, or you can just choose your own colors and then create, as I said, go into it because I won't go into great detail now. You can create granny squares, granny or a granny square blanket using different color palettes, or you can just use an inspiration of a photo, and they have some in there as well, or they have seasons in there, so you might want to go by season. And they also have the granny stripes, and you can choose how many rows apart you want them and things like that. So I'll show you what we had to create to make this bag. So I've actually printed it a lot for you. But I have to say, to make this bag, I was very closely looking at the video. Then I had the printouts that I needed for my color combinations. And of course, I had to refer to the book as well. So basically for this bag, I actually had 3 points of reference to actually make it. But how gorgeous are all those little squares? I never thought I'd finish them, but I did. Now, my tension was a bit looser for the squares than it was for the granny stripe back panel, but I still made it work. If I hadn't made as many squares, it wouldn't have fit. So I wouldn't have been able to make it work. And there's the base of it there, guys. That's how you start off. So beautiful. I never thought I'd make something with such thin yarn for such like a granny square. I never did that before, so I was very impressed with myself. But anyway, so this is what you create using the Crochet Studio. So when you put in all your colors, as we did, we created our color palette, and then you get a printout, which is awesome. You get a PDF printout if you wish to. So that's what, in essence, is the back panel there. So that's what you see there, guys. And what I love about this, and yes, I did it in A3 so I can actually see it. It gives you your yarns that you used. And how much you're going to need of each yarn. Oh wow, I didn't notice that before. If I did, I missed it. Tells you how much of each yarn you're going to use, as long as your tension is pretty much the same as what they think. You know, they think it is. And then you also get a pattern, how to make your granny stripes. And my favorite part is this, and you got it in the granny square section as well, and I'll show you. It is so satisfying for people like us that love to tick. There is also a tick box. So as you do your rows, you get to tick it off. And they also give you a layout. So this was for the granny square section now. So this was the layout, because each granny square was numbered. And again, this came with the same thing. It came with the pattern, the photo of it all, and then each individual one. See how it's got all the different color combinations, and then the little tick box. So I really, really enjoyed working with this app. At first, I have to tell you, I was a little bit concerned that I wouldn't be successful at using the app. And then I thought, well, what's the worst thing that can happen? I'll just put my own colors together. But in saying that, I thought, well, let me get the true experience of what, you know, Anita wanted us to get. And I'm glad that I did it, because now I have another tool at my disposal if I ever need to create something very quickly and it's got more than 2 or 3 granny squares in it, so I can quite randomly customize it using the colors or the yarns that I've got. I mean, it is a free product. I think there might be a paid version of it, but I don't think you need, well, I haven't delved into it that far, but definitely a free app. I certainly did not pay for it, and any of you who would like to use it can just get it yourself. So it's Crochet Studio in the App Store. So my overall experience was actually great joy, I have to tell you, and I'm very proud of the end product. I will certainly be using this. It actually is very, very pretty, right? And to have all that purple in it just makes me even happier. The directions for putting on the clasp and the handles was, you know, was very, very easy to follow. Even had to cut out the material for the lining, which was really, really good. Hand sewn, as I said. Not difficult at all. So I really enjoyed that component of it. I love that I have so much yarn left over here, guys, that I'm pretty sure I'd like to make the scarf. Actually, it looks very, very pretty, and it's just granny square rows backwards and forwards. So even if I made it a little bit not as wide, as long as I want to, but a bit, because I don't have very wide scarves, I'm pretty sure I could make a scarf out of that. So who knows, maybe in the future. And it'd be very lightweight, being the sport weight cotton. The box, I think, was one of the better boxes that we've received in a very long time, in that the contents of it. So, you know, Anita did a very good job curating this box. And I have heard other subscribers and Yarny friends say that they felt the same. And also some other YouTube channels that have been reviewing the box as well have felt the same, which is great. One day I hope to make Wilma. I don't think I'll be making her out of sport weight yarn though. I'd love to make her out of a velvet yarn or a blanket yarn, so she will be a lot bigger than that, but I think she's very, very cute. And yeah, that's it, guys. I think it was a very good quality box, and I'm so happy that I had the opportunity, thanks to all of you, the most awesome cheerleaders in the world, cheering me on to make a project. And this is the first project for 2024. So that's it, guys. Now I can pop it over on my arm and go shopping, or just go and hang out with my friends and have a cup of coffee, and at the very least just look at it and admire it and be proud of what I've achieved, because I never thought that I'd ever make a bag like this. So there you go. That's one great thing about these boxes. It really does get you out of your comfort zone, and like I said, thanks to you guys, I've managed to do it. So project number 1 for 2024 out of our subscription boxes for Crochet Society, tick, done. So happy. Now we're waiting for box number 47 to arrive. So I hope you're all keeping well, and until I see you all very, very soon, take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.